Have you ever felt like there's something more happening beneath the surface of your life? Something you can't quite explain, but you can feel it. That quiet pull inside you whispering that what you see isn't the whole picture, that there's a deeper truth hidden just beyond ordinary perception. Most people never stop long enough to notice it. They move through life half asleep, chasing routines, repeating patterns, thinking they understand what's real, when in truth they're only touching the surface of something vast. But those who awaken begin to see differently. They sense that life isn't just a series of random events. There's order in the chaos, meaning in the mistakes, and beauty in the breaking. They begin to understand that life isn't happening to them. It's happening through them. Every challenge, every coincidence, every moment of stillness starts to carry a quiet message, one that the unawakened mind can't hear. It's not magic, it's awareness. When you start to awaken, you notice that what most people call problems are often invitations. What they call losses are sometimes openings. The world stops feeling like a battlefield and starts feeling like a mirror. Everything around you reflects your own energy, your beliefs, your wounds, your growth. Suddenly, you realize you're not just living life, you're shaping it moment by moment through the energy you bring. Most people never reach this awareness because they're too busy reacting. They're trapped in noise, thoughts, judgments, comparisons, endless desires for control. But when you become still, when you step back and observe, you begin to see the truth hiding beneath the noise. You begin to see that nothing is separate. The pain, the joy, the confusion, the peace, they're all threads of the same fabric woven perfectly together. The spiritually awake don't live above the world. They live within it, but with eyes open. They see how energy moves between people, how emotions carry power, how every choice ripples beyond what's visible. They notice the connection in everything, the way a single thought can shift the atmosphere of a room, the way inner peace can calm outer storms. They stop fighting life and start flowing with it, because they understand that resistance doesn't protect you, it blinds you. Awakening isn't about escaping reality, it's about seeing it fully. It's about recognizing that there's a sacred intelligence guiding every step, even when it doesn't make sense. When you're awake, you no longer chase meaning, you are become it. You don't ask, why is this happening to me? You ask, what is this trying to show me? That question alone can transform everything, because when you start to see through the eyes of awareness, the world changes shape. The same life that once felt ordinary begins to shimmer with depth. Every sound, every face, every moment feels alive with purpose. You begin to sense that you're part of something infinite, something that's always been guiding you toward truth, toward peace, toward yourself. And once you've seen that, you can't unsee it. You can't go back to sleep. You realize that awakening isn't an escape from life. It's the beginning of truly living it. That's the vision spiritually awake. People see that others cannot. It's not a secret reserved for the chosen few. It's a state of awareness waiting for anyone who dares to pause, breathe, and finally look deeper. Stay with this truth, because once you glimpse it, everything changes forever. The more awake you become, the more you start to see the illusion that has controlled humanity for centuries. The illusion of control. It's the voice that tells you that peace will come when everything goes your way, that happiness depends on fixing every broken piece of your life. But the truth is, that illusion has only kept you trapped. It convinces you to fight what is, to resist every twist of fate, to force life into shapes that were never meant for you. And in that constant struggle, you lose the very peace you were trying to find, spiritually awake. People see through this illusion. They understand that control is not safety, it's tension. Fear, disguised as power. The moment you awaken, you begin to feel how heavy control actually is. You notice how it drains your energy, how it keeps your heart in a constant state of defense. You start to realize that you've never been at war with the world. You've been at war with your own resistance to it. Surrender doesn't mean giving up. It means letting life move as it must. It means trusting that the same intelligence that makes the stars burn and the oceans rise is also guiding your path. You stop asking the universe to obey your plans, and instead you learn to listen to what it's already saying. You start acting not from desperation but from alignment. You begin to move when it feels right, not when fear commands you to. When you release control, something powerful happens. You rediscover flow. Life starts to work with you instead of against you. The people who leave no longer break you, they redirect you. The opportunities that pass no longer crush you, they prepare you. The unknown no longer terrifies you, it excites you. Because now you understand that uncertainty isn't chaos. It's creation in progress. Every delay, every detour, every unanswered prayer becomes proof that something greater is unfolding. The ego will fight this truth. It will cling to its illusion of authority, whispering that if you just hold on tighter, things will finally feel right. But control has never brought peace, only exhaustion. And the moment you finally let go, you realize how much energy you've wasted trying to hold what was never yours to hold. You feel the lightness of surrender, the space it creates, the calm that returns when you stop trying to command the river and start learning how to float. The spiritually awake know that true strength doesn't come from controlling life, it comes from trusting it. They no longer live as victims of circumstance, they live as participants in divine movement. Their peace doesn't depend on predictability. Their confidence doesn't come from outcomes. It comes from alignment with something deeper, something unshakable, something eternal. You can feel that same shift within yourself. Every time you stop resisting, you heal. Every time you breathe through uncertainty instead of fighting it, you awaken a little more. Life stops being something you chase and starts being something you become. Be. And that's when you finally understand the secret the awakened already know. Peace was never found in control. It was waiting in surrender all along. When you begin to surrender, your vision starts to expand. You no longer see life as isolated events or random moments. You start to see patterns, connections, and energies that others overlook. It's as if an invisible web begins to reveal itself, showing how everything and everyone is linked in ways the logical mind can't comprehend. You begin to feel how deeply intertwined all existence truly is, and this awareness changes everything. You start to understand that thoughts are not just private whispers in your head. They are energy shaping reality. Every emotion you release, every intention you hold, ripples outward, touching lives you may never meet. The spiritually awake see this ripple effect clearly. They know that peace within creates harmony without. They know that the way they treat others mirrors how they treat their own soul. So they move through the world gently, not because they are fragile, but because they understand the power of their energy. When you live in this awareness, your perception shifts. You stop reacting to people's behavior and start sensing their pain. You see beyond words, beyond appearances, into the emotional truth behind every interaction. The anger, the defensiveness, the indifference. They no longer provoke you, they reveal someone's hidden struggle to feel safe, seen, or loved. And in that realization, judgment dissolves. Compassion takes its place. You stop needing to win arguments because you'd rather bring understanding. You stop needing to be right because you value peace more than ego. This level of awareness doesn't make life easier, it makes it more real. You feel more, the beauty, the sorrow, the depth of everything. But instead of being overwhelmed, you are anchored. You see that everything serves a purpose, even the things that once felt meaningless. The pain you carried wasn't just suffering, it was a call to awaken. The people who hurt you weren't punishment, they were mirrors reflecting the parts of you still waiting to heal. The spiritually awake see the world not as good or bad, but as energy expressing itself in different stages of evolution. Every conflict becomes an opportunity to raise the vibration. Every challenge becomes a chance to bring more awareness into the moment. And when you live like this, life starts speaking to you in a new language, one made of signs, intuition, and alignment. You stop doubting your path because you can feel when something is meant for you. You stop chasing validation because you've found a deeper source of truth within. You begin to realize that what you experience outside is always a reflection of what you hold inside. Peace isn't something to find, it's something to radiate. Love isn't something to search for, it's something to become. Everything external rearranges itself to match the vibration you carry. That's why awareness is the real power. It doesn't control life, it transforms how you experience it. And once you see this interconnectedness, you can't treat life carelessly anymore. You move with intention, with gentleness, with presence. Every word, every thought, every action